And then they blew up.
Oh God, I think I blew up a while ago. I need the things.
I see. Yay. We are on to.
Because, I've had the time of my life and I've never felt this way before. I can tell you that.
Well, see, now we can become electricians, eh?
Some of the stuff is familiar, like the murderous intent, but all my other feelings today.
My phone being so weird.
See, so it's not just me.
Ford is with us.
Thank God. Hi, Ford.
You're the first one on. We blew a fuse today. So we had to replug everything in.
And hello, everybody joining us on Instagram. Sorry, I'm experiencing a few technical difficulties today, so please stand by. But we are getting functional.
Yep, we blew a fuse. We actually blew out one of our safety.
You know why? Because this coffee is the first coffee I've had today.
Because we were blow drying artwork in. That's why we blew a fuse.
Yes, but the problem continues because I haven't had coffee.
Hi, Marilyn. Instagram notifies first.
Well, yeah, because Instagram is going. Jeez.
It's still going through our phone.
It's going straight through a phone, whereas the other ones are going through a computer and then out to you guys.
Right. Why is my phone sticking?
Because you're a sticky candy out.
So we had to run around and find a new extension cord and then replug everything back in. So we're good?
Yep, I'm just pulling up some of the stuff that you have on the table
Okay.
that I don't, like, I didn't scan in hand today.
Okay. All right. Well, we only have 3 people on with us.
I'm multitasking.
We have 3 people on Facebook with us, so we're okay.
So for those of you who have been following my medical woes, they're getting better. My eyes that have blown up, the medication that I've been given, and the allergy medicines that I've been getting are working. Chris actually noticed my eyes are blue again, so I'm happy about
And
that.
you're not sneezing. It's whether we can get through this show, Zia.
Well, there's always got to be at least one sneeze somewhere in the show, but I'm not like, the whole time.
That is true.
I don't sound like the bogey monster got me in the middle of the night.
That is true.
I feel much, much better.
Well, we have Ford and Marilyn with us. It's Ford, Marilyn, you, and me.
And then I forget whether it's Monday or Tuesday, and I have to find the piece of paper that I wrote my appointment on for the dentist. Monday. But I don't remember what time.
It was in the morning. It was 9 o'clock.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
You have to get up early.
Because I remember it was the same day I was going to the doctor.
Okay.
So it is Monday.
So,
we'll probably send you a thing. I get like a
so.
Text message. So.
I hope so. They didn't ask for my
Jim
email.
Hackett is on with us. We're up to 5 people.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, see, even Marilyn's saying, where is everyone?
I don't know.
No idea.
I think it's called A Nice Evening, maybe.
Well, Bertman is on Instagram. Yeah.
Can do it on Sunday. Nobody shows up.
We do it on Sunday. I'm going to have to sleep over right here at the studio.
Why?
Because I'm not going to work until 9, 10 o'clock at night.
No, we were doing it early.
Do it early.
Do it early. Do like a Sunday brunch with Zia and Chris. That's 6 people who came on. We have somebody who's watching who hasn't said hello yet
Oh.
because I'm up to 6 people. Gee, we thought we were going to be late.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Not feeling the love today.
Yeah. Maybe all the people with the suitcases we saw were not coming back, but going somewhere.
Everybody abandoning us this weekend? Don't leave me.
Yep, we're only up to 5. Sorry, Ford and Jim. We're just going to see if
Well,
more people join us or not.
we have 4 on Instagram, but you know how Instagram comes and goes and comes and goes and comes
Yeah,
and
and
goes.
I have 5 on Facebook, and like I said, that's you, me,
Engage on Instagram says, I am giving hearts. I appreciate that.
Meryl, and Jim Hackett. And Greg Harper is watching. We're getting there. People are just coming on slow, that's all. And Sam.
Ooh.
Sam Green is on.
I may not have that Dracula on a scan cam.
You may not have what?
That Dracula.
Really? Because it looked like you did. Classic _ Dracula.
Okay, it's not showing up.
Classic _ Dracula.
Weird.
That is weird. All right, we're
I'm
up to
enjoying my coffee.
7. Sorry,
Dennis
guys.
4x4 is waving at us. Hello, Dennis.
8. Dennis 4x4. Nice. All right, 7 and holding. All right, we'll give it like 10 more
Well,
minutes.
mine says 11, so there could be a couple on YouTube that are watching that just aren't saying anything.
No, I don't
So
know.
if anybody's watching on YouTube, give us a hello so we know that you're there.
I mean, we're not up against any big conventions, I don't think, this weekend. So.
I don't know. I'm lucky I know what my name is and what year it is. So
And I don't think is tonight a sports night?
Yeah, we have a hard time when it's a sports night too. Because people have our screen on, but there's no sound, so they don't talk to us.
No, I know that, but I don't know if we're like up against that tonight. Mark Sweetwood is watching. I just think people are slow coming on. All right, if we get 2 more in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to start moving. If not, I don't know what we're going to do.
Hello, Mark. Well, you know what, y'all, if there's groups that you think we should be shared to, that would help too.
That is true. But it is the beginnings of summer.
That it is.
Did you see how hot it is in like Texas? I mean, it's already like over 100 degrees. Chuckles tonight? No, Randy hasn't been by, and Z and I ate our Chuckles from Randy. So we're out of Randy.
Well, I ate mine.
We're out of Chuckles.
We're out of Randy. No, I had mine that day. You were good.
I was good. I waited
days.
a while.
Yeah.
We do have M&Ms that came from a party downstairs.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
But we don't have Chuckles.
And M Gage says, I share. Thank you, M Gage.
So now we're down to six. Gustavo.
Gustavo.
Well, you guys can just tell me what you want to see, and I'll just put it up. We'll play a different game today.
Hey, somebody came on Instagram named Sneezy Tattooer. I could be Sneezy Colorist. Yeah, Sneezy Tattooer sounds better.
Hola, Gustavo. Mexican candy, anyone? No. What was that spaghetti stuff that my dad would eat? The dad would eat.
Oh, the Mexican
The Mexican spaghetti with
salsa-getti?
salsa-getti. That was probably what killed them.
Salsa-getti.
That looked really disgusting when Dad ate salsa-getti. I didn't even try it. Did you try it? The salsa-getti?
Oh. Us tunes may act idiotic, but we're not stupid.
Gustavo says it's yummy. I don't believe you, Gustavo. It didn't look yummy. Is it kind of like Chuckles?
Thank you, Ben. He says it's the best.
I don't believe you.
Well, we can only say that because we were both too chicken to try it. So.
Well, Dad ate it a couple of times, so it couldn't be that bad.
Or Dad just can't resist candy.
No,
I mean, there is that.
there is that.
Oh, Gustavo says he never ate it.
You let
this?
Dad eat it, Gustavo? You never ate the salsa-getti? Oh my God. You're crazy. That is crazy. All right. Well, it's 7:50. What do you guys want to do? Hey, there's a new person. Gustavo says Rich tried it. So Rich was a guinea pig for it. I don't eat spicy food. Was salsa whatever
It couldn't have been spicy because Dad wouldn't have eaten it.
I don't know. I think Dad just liked to hear us scream when he ate it.
Yeah, but even if it was spicy, he would not have eaten it so aggressively.
Zip says you can get it in Canada. Now I'm scared. I have never seen it in the U.S. Even at Halloween time, I've never seen it in the U.S.
Mark wants to know, do you have any of the remarked Batman Giclées left?
Yes.
We have the one.
I have the one. The one that I showed
It is our one
Wednesday,
and only.
which was this one. I could take it out of the plastic if you want to see it.
That might be good. Hold on, I'm trying to get focus. There we go. Someone wants to know if the salsa-getti is too sexy for sale. It may be.
You want me to take it out of the plastic suit?
It might help a little bit.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, then stop.
Yeah,
your
I
pan.
stopped.
Stop your
Damn.
pan. Okay. So this looks bigger than 13 by 19.
Yes, I think it was like 13 by 21.
I could measure it. But this is the Batman Giclée that we showed with the original Batman head sketch at the bottom for $700.
This is an absolutely gorgeous Giclée. The color on it is gorgeous. The drawing is your classic Neil Adams Batman head.
And it is numbered.
Focus.
Can you see the number on this one?
40 out of 100.
Right. But like I said, we lost about 10 of these in the flood. Mark is trying to talk his better half into it. I love that piece. Well, it's really is the last one. I would be shocked if I found another one. I was shocked when I actually found this one.
Yeah.
So, but the color on this is really gorgeous. It has the decal edging, which kind of makes it sexy. It does have a seal at the bottom down here, which says seal of authenticity, that it is Asia clay. So it is a really nice clay. The price on this is $700 to buy. And I will tell you the size of it. Sometimes it gives the illusion of being bigger, but it really isn't. It's 21. So it's 21 inches long by 13. So what did I say was 13 by 21?
21.
So 13 by 21 is the size.
And I'm sorry, I don't remember hardly any of my French, but I do understand you enough to say thank you.
Okay. I'm going to put it back in the plastic because I don't want this to get
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually going to put this over here. Because it is large and it gets crumpled easily. Okay, so here we go.
So we do have some people popping in.
Okay, well, I think we'll start
Andrew,
for a
Clayton,
while.
and Ian.
And if we don't have, peeps by like 8:15 or 8:20, then we could just call it a night, see, and then we can,
Maybe
if we come in Sunday, we can do it. Okay. Excuse me, I don't know where I'm at.
That was a strange noise.
You want to start with angry apes?
Sure.
It's always good to start with angry apes, Sia.
Well, this was.
Because everybody loves himself an angry ape.
Well, sure. So this was actually, if I'm not mistaken, this was a tattoo design
Yes,
That
that's
was
what I
asked.
heard.
to create.
Right. The paper size on this is like 13.5 by 11.
And this is in very light pencil, so luckily enough for you guys, we have a scan and pan for those
Right.
on
So if you're on Instagram and you can get over to Facebook
or
Which-
YouTube.
or YouTube, which Neil on Facebook is Neil Adams Comic Artist.
Yes.
And on YouTube, he's
Hey, Phil.
NeilAdams.com. Because that way you can get our pan and scans where we come in on the art and pan it around, and we do it twice, and it comes out very nice. So this is $1,000. This is a fully penciled, but we call it a pencil render, where Neil is doing shading with his pencil, and his pencil is tight enough that I can take this and just make it dark, and it would be like an inked piece. So this is Neil. This was a tattoo for somebody. Whether they actually got it tattooed, I can't really say. But it's angry little monkeys beating up on a big ape.
Who's even angrier than they are.
Right. And it looks like he's got a pipe. So maybe the guy who,
Yeah.
why don't you do it one more time since it's so light? It seems to me like maybe the guy may have been a plumber. Because there's a lead pipe in one of the little monkey's hands.
Well, that other thing looks like something painters use to rest their wrists on, but not on the painting. I can't remember what the device is called. But you put that across, like you have the ball part, which is soft, on a
Right.
part that's dry, and you hold it with the other end so you can rest your wrist and
Weird.
paint. You don't have to. That's what it looks like. I'm not saying that's what it
Or it could be a
is.
shillelagh, but it kind of
A
looks like
shillelagh.
it kind of looks like a pipe to me.
Or it's the thing that you hit the big bass drums with, the big sticks. The big bass
So we're
drums.
not quite sure. So this is a tattoo design by Neil for somebody. It is a sign piece by Neil. It is done like a finished pencil. The price on this is $1,000. And I will say, Dad did like drawing monkeys
Yes.
and apes. I think he really liked drawing apes.
It's too bad they didn't get Dad for the Planet of the Apes stuff. The more recent ones. So, what was it?
Well, because
It wasn't Peter
they
Jackson,
don't do artwork for
I know, which
movie
is stupid.
posters anymore. They just do photography or CG.
It's all digital now.
All digital. Okay, I'm gonna take my monkeys away.
Take your monkeys away.
Taking my monkeys away. Okay. Next up, I'm gonna do a Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, and I'm being told just saw the new Planet of the Apes last night.
Oh, really?
So how was that one? Because I liked the
That looked
first
good.
three.
Right.
I did like the first three,
And this one did look good.
but Caesar dies in the third one. So who's running the good guy ape camp?
There are no more good guy in camps. It's like America today, goddammit. Okay.
Yeah, you could be right there.
This
Oh,
is
sure. I did not see that.
This is an 8.5 by 11 Ra's al Ghul
Where's the LU?
for 1,800. This is a pencil and ink by Neil. It is a signed piece by Neil and can be colored by Zia.
Zia. Oh, he says it was good. All right.
Good.
Because I want to
I'm
see it, but I
happy.
know my kid doesn't. So
I finally
I'm
caught.
going to the movies by myself.
I finally caught up with the King Kong versus Godzilla, the second one, last weekend on streaming, and that was good. So 1,800 for Ra's al Ghul, 8.5 by 11. For 1,800, a character that was created by Denny and Neil, and Julie Schwartz named him, I believe. And I consider him one of the better villains of Batman if you're taking a more serious approach to Batman versus, Joker and Riddler, who are kind of silly sometimes. Ra's al Ghul is never silly.
Joe, I would love to be the only person in a theater. That would make me so happy.
Yeah, you don't know Zia. Zia, she could be alone all the time. She'd be happy.
Well, now you gotta understand. Last time I went to a movie, Jade wanted to go and see Five Nights at Freddy's, which of course was full of tweens,
Well, what do you think is going to go see that?
and everybody's got their phone on, everybody's screaming.
That's what that film is meant for.
I
Okay,
know.
next I'm going to do Conan Fight Unfinished.
That one I actually caught.
Okay. Conan Fight Unfinished is what we are currently looking at. I think I'm straight. Maybe I'm not.
No, you're looking. It's the white ones because you got two on.
Oh, I got two of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a sec. Oh, I didn't even go through the rules. Okay, so anybody who's new, which I think most everybody that's watching us has watched us, if you're interested in a piece, you would just write it in the comment bar, claiming whatever the piece is. The more information that describes the piece you're talking about, the better it is, because sometimes there is a lag, and then we know what piece exactly you're looking for to buy. Especially when it comes to Batman, because we have a lot of Batmans. Okay, so the size of this piece is 17 by
Should be
11.
Yeah.
11 by 17.
What's
This-
the number?
This is 2,000 to buy. Is it 2,000 to buy?
Oh,
I guess it is 2,000 to buy.
I was gonna say tag's not on this side, otherwise I wouldn't be asking.
Well, there is a tag on this side, but
Okay.
sometimes there's a tag on the front too, so I just want to make sure. So this is 2,000 to buy. It is two figures fighting. One is like a Conan. One is kind of like a, well, he's not quite a savage, I would say.
He's another
just
barbarian.
another
But the
barbarian.
cool thing about this is the guy that's not really drawn, he's just sort of sketched in there. In the background, he's impaled on a flag.
Which Zia now will come in really tight on that.
You know, I'm already there. But you'll see him in the scan and pan too.
Right. So we'll
So, there it is.
scan and pan this in a sec. So that's what I'm saying. Jumping onto Facebook or jumping onto Neil's YouTube.
See, and there's our little impaled guy. It's like through his shoulder.
Now I'm looking for the impale guy.
See, you're on a delay, so I see him before you did.
Right. I see it. Oh well, that's a crazy piece.
But I kind of love that about it. It's like one of those, oh, but it's in the background. But there's somebody impaled.
So it's a large piece. It's 1117. It is a piece, as we said, this is a Conan Fight Unfinished. It is penciled. It is partially inked. I would say it's more than halfway inked, but there is ink missing from this. It is 2,000 to buy.
You know who that guy is in the background? He's
No.
the first Brit to ever visit Conan's country. Because you know how the Brits used to like to stick flags and everything. You go, oh yes, this is my country, it's mine. They go,
Your
no,
dad-
we live here. This is our country. And the British, you go, do you have a flag?
Dad does like to impale people with flags.
Yes.
I've noticed.
Well, you know, if you can't live out your dreams in reality, you do it in comic books.
And I guess we should be happy about that.
Yes, very.
So
Our
Joe,
lives would have turned out way different.
Joe Dunn is watching us tonight. Hello, Joe. Nice to see you again. We have a small little group tonight. So I don't know how long we're going to go because the
Well,
group,
how many is it showing on
I have
Facebook?
10 supposedly.
Okay, well, there's another like 10 on YouTube then.
Okay. Well,
'Cause my thing
we're
is showing 21.
we are crawling up there. So,
Alrighty, rude. Well,
Okay.
anybody on YouTube, you know, give us a shout out so we know that you're there. Either that or we're being given weird numbers. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to go with.
What you doing?
I'm going to do this one down here.
Of course.
Warlord.
Of course.
I'm going to do a Warlord, see?
He
Okay,
was on the
Warlord.
bottom of the stack, that's why.
Warlord prelim is a
Ooh.
9 by 10. Now this is one of Neil's like layout preliminary drawings for himself. Obviously for a Warlord. I don't know if it was a cover or what this could have been because it's kind of oddly shaped.
Yeah.
So it's
It's a
not
bit
shaped
square.
like a cover, so it's got to be for something with Warlord. Zia, like I said, is going to come in and do a pan and scan on this. So this is $600 to buy. And the character is Warlord. And now we have skulls impaled on flagpoles. Sam says he watches us on YouTube, but that he chats with us on Facebook. So he gives us
so
double digits.
So you skew our numbers then. huh?
Right. Exactly.
Leave it to Sam.
So once again, a Warlord preliminary for 600. Neil Adams, this would get a certificate of authenticity to go with it, but you can't look at that figure and not say it's not Neil.
Mm.
So the certificate of authenticity, I can't talk anymore, would say that this is drawn by Neil and that we say that.
Vinton here says, the Warlord! Yeah.
Yep. Could be yours for 600.
Was that how much he is?
Yes.
I didn't put his thing.
$600. And it's a really nice piece. It's got a lot of action, sword fighting, somebody just got cut in half or lost his head. And then there's like a skull on a flagpole or a spear in the background. Person with an axe.
Because, when in battle.
So, Warlord prelim. All right, so I'm going to move on. I'm going to do Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Okay. Now these are frames. I believe this may have been for the Spider-Man ride at Universal. These are done in pencil again. And it is 2 frames. Which again, I'm going to advise you to go to Facebook because in order to really be able to see Neil's pencils clearly, you're better off on the Neil Adams Comic Artist page on Facebook or neiladams.com, and the dot is spelled D-O-T. So this is Spider-Man jumping over giant spinning razor blades. And he just hops over it. And each one of these frames Neil signed.
And the second frame is an overhead, actually. That's why he's jumping from one building to another.
Right,
The
which I
rockets
love that second frame.
coming up from beneath him.
Right, the second frame is great because it's all this weird perspective stuff going on. So that is the jumping of the razor blades, or no, the spinning blades, I should say.
The Cuisinart.
The Cuisinart, right. And then the second one, you're actually looking at him as he's jumping from building to building with a bunch of torpedoes heading up. So that's a very cool panel. They are both very, very tight pencils. You definitely know you're looking at Spider-Man. We can also, if somebody is interested in this, we can make a darker print that would make the pencil almost look like an ink to go with it. So that you would have the pencils and then we would have a print of a darker, taking his pencils and shading it like an ink. So this is $600 to buy. Like I said, both frames are actually, both frames? No, one frame is signed by Neil, but it's on the same piece of paper. So Neil signed it at the bottom. So this is a signed piece by Neil. It is $600 to buy, and it is 2 4x5 Spider-Mans, which I believe was for the Universal ride, for $600. Thank you, Zia.
You are welcome, Chris.
Okay, next up I'm going to go with, I think this was,
Looks like Mantis to me.
it is Mantis. And somehow when that guy was asking about Manhunter, Mantis
brain
came
went
into my
nuts.
head. So,
No wonder you were looking at me like my head was on upside down.
yeah, because I'm like, how did I'm going to get plastic, Tom Palmer do that? Because it wasn't Tom Palmer, it was Brian Boland. And then I realized, no, I was wrong. I had the wrong character. Okay. This is Mantis. This is a concept drawing that Neil did a very, very long time ago. I believe for a TV series, if I remember correctly. This is Neil's pencil and ink. I believe it is signed.
If it is, it's under your 1500.
Could be. Maybe it's not signed. Nope, not signed. Sorry. So it's not signed by Neil. But again, you can't look at that and not see Neil. And I would say the drawing size of this is probably 9 by 12, give or take a little bit. And again, this was a design for Mantis for a TV show back, I want to say it was probably done in the late 90s, 2000 time period. $1,500 is the price. It's really tight. Obviously, all those guys are trying to take him down. He's like, woof, woof, woof. Kung fuing in the background. So again, $1,500 for Mantis. Pencil and ink Neil. And this will get a certificate of authenticity from us, the family that goes with it.
Well, the family doesn't go with it. The certificate
Well,
of
maybe.
authenticity goes with it.
Depending on who buys it, maybe the family will go with it.
Possible.
Okay. What's this way, Z? We're going to jump all over the place. This is the Mortal Kombat. Excuse me, Jade Elbow Punch. Staying in the Kung Fu
Martial arts.
We will go with Mortal Kombat. See, you're not yelling in Mortal Kombat. This is actually the original art to the card that is also attached to this piece. So we're selling the original artwork by Neil, pen and ink, with a card that is the drawing. This is Jade, and she is a big part of Mortal Kombat.
And I can't help but wonder if Jake is what.
This is $1,000 to buy. You get the signed card of her doing an elbow punch. Excuse me, that was very important. Doing an elbow punch. And again, this is Mortal Kombat. The card is signed by Neil. I don't think the art got signed.
The art is not signed.
Right.
Just
so this is $1,000 to buy. We have a couple of cards left if you're interested in seeing the rest of the Mortal Kombat cards. I have one more that I'm showing tonight. But if you want to see what else we have, you can always direct message us and we can show you what we have in Mortal Kombat cards. So again, this is Jade, pen and ink. And the card is signed. The original art did not get signed. $1,000. Pencil and ink Neil. Okay, next up I'm going to do Chi Power. This is the other Mortal Kombat card for tonight. Now in this case, the artwork is signed and the training card is signed. Yay!
Yay!
This is also $1,000 to buy. And again, what you're looking at is the original art to a Mortal Kombat card. And this is Chi Power. And it is a special effects card. Chi Power Speed. So he's...
Sam Green says the cards are 1992 vintage.
Thank you.
It's really twisting my brain that 1992 is vintage.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
No.
And Brent Fondano is saying Night Wolf. Okay.
Is that the character thing?
I don't know.
Must be.
It's Chi Power, but I think that's just the power. So maybe that's He kind of looks like a night wolf. He's got the long hair.
Could be Rabbit.
Would be. So the nice thing on this one is both the card and the illustration are signed by Neil. So 1,000, you get both pieces. Well, both in that you get the art and the card. Do you guys feel like you need Batman? Or can I keep going non-Batman?
Okay, Brent Fontenay says yes. I think that is Nightwolf. So that is the name of the character.
Okay. You would know better than us. All right, we'll do a sexy piece with Sam Turn Away. We'll do Cupbearer. Okay, this is the Cupbearer. This is kind of like a Red Sonja type chick, as I'll call her. This is 1800. This is pencil and ink Neil. It is a signed piece by Neil. It is 11 by 14. It's a nicely done piece. Nice inking on this one. Cute face. Lots of doodahs on her outfit.
Andrea!
Andrea's
Yes,
on.
return to
That's right,
us.
Andrea. Everybody's late and nobody's watching us tonight.
Hello, Victor.
So here is the Cupbearer. This piece is signed by Neil. Sam says, yep, this is too sexy for Sam. It is an $1,800 piece. It's nice because it is signed by Neil. And she's not really sexy. I mean, she's a little sexy.
If she was colored, she'd be a lot sexier.
That's true. Now, Z could take this, make a print, and color on a print, which would keep the black and white or the pen and ink. Perfect. That would be a cool piece to own.
Well, I just mean that the amount of the drawing that is flesh doesn't seem so much until you color it.
True.
Once you color it, there's a lot of flesh there.
And Zia will make it sexy with her flesh colored.
You have good flushes.
So, 1,800 for the Cupbearer.
Maybe even lit by a
Whatever
fire
that
behind her.
means. Which I think that was named between Neil and Jason.
Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, the cupbearer was the person who brought food and drink to the royalty, but was also partly a bodyguard.
Ah. You know more than I, Z.
That's what I heard. I
That's what you
can neither confirm nor deny that it is fact.
Okay.
What I heard.
All right. 1,800 for this lovely piece of art. All right. I'm going to do a Hancock.
Okay.
All right, then you talk about this one.
I saw the movie. It was okay. I actually liked the movie. Basically, for those who did not see the movie, Hancock is a guy that has superpowers, but some bad stuff went down, and he doesn't trust anybody anymore, and he's kind of rough in his rescuing of people.
Okay.
And he gets hit with a lot of lawsuits, and then is practically homeless, but then something happens, and he comes back to being a hero again.
Right, but this was like a Will Smith movie.
Yes, that was a Will Smith movie.
Right. So this is a tight layout for a promotional comic.
It says this movie sucks.
A tight layout for promotional comic and poster. Now, Neil said the value of this was
2000.
$2,000, but he had started it at a start price of $400. So this was a piece we showed a long time ago when we were doing auctions, and Neil would tell you what the value was, and then he would have his start price. So this is Neil's old message.
Mm-hmm.
And this has a start price of $400, which means that you can
Put
You
an
can-
option. You can bid
you can bid things. I
$40
forgot what the word was.
$400
Right.
and see where it goes from there.
Right. Now you
We
may
don't
be,
have a lot of people on tonight, so
right. So you may be a lucky owner of this very easy just because no one else will bid.
that's right. And Victor Palucci Comics says, I have the most beautiful signed and remarked copy of Batman 227. Will never sell it. Good.
I'm happy for you.
But just, if the situation happens, we won't hold it against you.
That's right.
Sam
All right.
Green is bidding
Sam
400.
Green is bidding 400.
But you just said it sucked.
the movie.
The movie
sucks.
sucked. Yeah, no, I know the art is fantastic, but if you don't like the movie, then
Sam just is a good
not
deal.
that I'm arguing that.
All right, so Sam Green has bid $400 for this, which means that the next person has to go up by $20. So we have Sam Green has bid $400 for this. If you'd like to bid against Sam, you would go up to $420.
Brent says, maybe it didn't suck that bad after all.
So does anybody want to bid against Sam? Somebody please bid against Sam.
This is probably the lowest you will ever get a Neil Adams pencil of this quality anywhere.
Yeah, even if it goes up $200 more, it would still be a deal. So, somebody give Sam Ajna. Where's Benjamin Wyman when I need him?
Seriously. Benjamin!
He's down in Florida getting his suntan.
Victor Palucci says 420. Sorry, Sam.
Okay. I'm just going to write Victor because we
That
only have
works.
one Victor on tonight. Okay, so Victor is at
Andrew says that card is well done.
420.
Sam says I'm buying art, not the movie. Joe Dunn says nice art. I worked on some key art comps for Hancock when I was at Sony Pictures Animation. They were not this good. Thank you. Krusty Bunker has just joined us on Instagram.
They're saying, what is Chris doing?
What are you doing? Oh, you mean Krusty Bunker? Yeah. Krusty Bunker just wrote Hancock! All right, that's got to be Nick.
Okay, so we are
Yep,
currently
it's Nick. I called it.
at 420 for this
All
drawing.
right, Sam is at 440.
You go, Sam. All right, I'm just going to write Sam 440. Okay, so like I said, this is a bidding one. So the next person would bid $20 more, or if you want to go higher because you don't want to play the game anymore, you can do that too. Some people do that. They end it.
They go bold.
Yes, they go bold.
Aaron was one of those.
Yes. So we're with Sam at 440. It's a lovely piece. Maybe Zia will pan and scan it again.
Yes.
And Andrea is correct that it is a great car upside down behind him. I agree. He doesn't really look like Will Smith. So you could almost, I mean, it does, but
I
it
was going to
doesn't.
say he must be in Europe. The driver is on the wrong side of the car.
Well,
No,
it
he's on the
says-
right side of the car. Never mind.
Yeah,
I take
because
it
the
back.
car is.
I went upside down. Sorry. I take it back.
Phil Henriquez now joined the club. He has not
So
bid.
we are at $440 with Sam. Do we have any more bids?
I'm going to find the Rocky theme song, Rosie.
Can we get Chris Rock drawn in the corner? Not by Dad.
He's throwing a card at Chris Rock. So it is a cool piece. Anybody? I get to use my rattle. Would anyone like to bid $460 for this Hancock piece, which was a layout for a promotional comic and poster?
All right, so Victor, are you in or out?
Are you in or are you out? And we even found Rocky music. Which is fighting Cyndi Lauper in the back of my head. Wait, it's too sexy for Sam. Okay, since nobody's bidding, I'm going to close this out. So I have Sam at $440 on the Hancock piece going once. I have Sam on this piece going twice at $440. $440?
$440, yeah. And Victor says he's out.
Going twice. And I have Sam going 3 times on this at $440. And we are sold to Sam Green.
Yay!
Bring back sniping. Fine, you could have sniped. Dad's not here to yell at you. So congratulations to Sam.
Sam says thanks, guys.
Woo-woo.
Victor says, Adrian!
And all right, so you gotta pull the cameras out.
All right,
There
ready
we
when you
go.
are. Sam says, a gift for my nephew.
Yay!
That was a pretty one.
That was a pretty one.
Victor says, great grab, Sam.
Okay, so I'm going to take this. Oh, I'm stuck, Zia. I'm stuck. Take this. Here, I can put that on this side of me. I'm going to put these away. Okay, well, that was nice. Are we done now? Can we go home?
Yeah.
What do you want to do next, see? We'll do this one. We'll do Riddler. Zia's writing that up, so give us a second. All right, I'm gonna see. I guess he just did the heads.
Okay, what is this?
I'm seeing
Okay.
what Dad did. Give me one sec, guys, because I just want to make sure. These are original drawings, but they're patched on. Okay. Just in case this does not show up in the pan and scan or on camera, I want to point out that the bat bombs. Well, first of all, the piece of paper is 11 by 13. Yeah, I would say 11 by 13 is the drawing area in this. This is for the Batman Forever movie for licensing. Now the heads of the bat bombs, like this is an original head. This is a patched over, but one of these is original, and the other two are copies. Like this one is an original, and this one is original. Even though they're patches, they're drawn patches that have been cut and patched on. So there is some patchwork on this, so everybody's aware. This is from the Batman Forever movie with Jim Carrey played Riddler. This is $1,800. This is pen and ink Neil, and a certificate of authenticity would go along with this. You know, $1,800 for the price on this is actually pretty nice. Again, you could have this copied. You could get Zia to color it up. This would be really cute colored. Just because Zia would do a great deal on the bat question marks, which are bombs, I guess. And the Riddler would look great in his green outfit. So this would be a cool one to have Zia color for an additional price. It doesn't have to be colored on the original. We can save the original.
I don't think we could color it on the original.
Yeah, exactly. So this is $1,800 to buy in black and white Riddler with bat bombs. Which is very cool. Did that make sense to you guys? What I said?
You know by now. You know
Okay.
us.
All right. Next, I'm going to do SpongeBob. So, SpongeBob is published work, and apparently once a year they did a super giant size SpongeBob annual. And the guy who was in charge of this would spoof different comic book characters and had called and said, I'm sure Neil is way too busy. I'm sure Neil, is way more expensive. And he was like, I don't even know why I picked up the phone and called, but I did. And, if he can't do it, I totally understand. And I said, we'll do it. So Neil did, I think,
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy with the Green Harpoon.
correct. So these are original published pages. The story itself, which we have 3 pages left of, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the 12-page story. Yeah, 12-page story. We have 3 pages left from it.
Yep, 5, 6, and 8.
All right. So this is page 5. Right?
Yes, on the bottom of the page, Green Harpoon is swimming off with Mermaid Man.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the original in front of you on camera right now in black and white. Like I said, it is published. I'm going to put the comic book next to the page so you can see it's published. This is a buy it now for $2,000. So this is pencil and ink Neil. It is Neil, making fun of Green Arrow because he is the Green Harpoon. Barnacle Boy looks very much like the Flash. I mean, not the
He's
Flash,
wearing Robin
Aquaman. Aquaman. Sorry.
Actually, Barnacle Boy looks like Aqualad.
Aqualad, right.
And Mermaid Man looks like Aquaman.
Right. Okay. So again, Zia's going to show you a pen scan, I think, of the actual page in pencil and ink. And it's cute. I mean, Neil did Jerry Lewis comics. Neil did Bob Hope comics. You've seen Neil do Disney characters that we've sold record. I have another Disney Fanta thing tonight. He could spoof his own stuff very easily, and this is really cute, especially if you're into SpongeBob.
Or even just Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy from SpongeBob.
True. So this is $2,000 for the page. Again, published page. So that is page. What page is that? 5?
This is page 5.
All right. All right. I'm gonna put 5 down on the table. Next page is
Page 6 should be.
page 6. Yep. So this is page 6. Here's the published 6. So apparently, he's offering another award that'll go with their 97 awards they already have.
Well, actually, he tells him it's for the deeds, not for the awards.
Right, exactly.
And there's a twist at the end.
So this is page 6 from the SpongeBob annual number 4. Like I said, it's published artwork, pencil and ink Neil.
Scott Dunbar has joined us. Hey, Scott.
And Randy Funk has also.
Randy! We were talking about you earlier. Company showed up, so she's watching the news.
Right. So this is page 6 from the SpongeBob Let's Make Fun Summer Annual number 4. Okay. And then,
All good things, Randy. Got nothing bad to say about you. Hello, JS Terry Comics.
and then we have page 8 from the same story. Pencils and ink Neil. And
this is the page where he's going, oh, but you have to do it for the good deeds and not for kudos and rewards and blah, blah, blah.
I think it looks like Dad in the top panel.
Yeah, I know. That's Dad going, you're tearing me apart.
When Dad gets emotional. Like he's done that face in Big Casey, I'll tell you that much.
Our Friday is going pretty good, and Scott is saying, I never saw this.
Scott!
Where you been?
Where have you been?
Not reading SpongeBob books
Right.
is where he's been.
Here, this is what you want. That's what the cover of the book looks like. It's the SpongeBob Summer Annual number 4.
The Swimtacular 2016.
Or 2016, exactly. I guess this is now vintage as well.
This is vintage.
So $2,000 is the price to buy. Any one of these originals is $2,000. It is original published art by Neil. It is spoofy, but it is cute. And it's making fun of a character that Neil loves dearly.
And is very well known for.
So it's a cute piece to add to anyone's Neil Adams collection. And a published piece for $2,000 is a fabulous price. And I actually like page, what page is that? 6. And those are like little snail creatures in all the crates.
Yeah, well, those are the pets.
Right.
Like Gary.
Yeah.
And then there's a crab family coming up
Did
the.
you color this?
Yeah.
Izzy colored the comic. I'm like, why does he know so much about this? And I'm like, you must have colored that.
I called dibs on this
I
one.
called dibs on this one. Okay. So that is, I only have 3 pages left from that book. It was a 12-page book. And there we go.
Although I did color it as requested, which is I wanted to go into more detail with it, but they wanted it more
Yeah, they
vintage
wanted
looking.
it. Yeah.
Which of course I went, no!
See and face it. You never can do what you want.
And sometimes I do what I want and it doesn't get printed.
That's true. Okay, I'm going to go with Ninjak since we're
Thank you for-
published.
Thank you for putting salt on that wound. I appreciate it.
Okay, so this is a Ninjak cover. It's cover number 6. I don't know what, like, is it the first time around, second time around, third time around, fourth time around? It is for Valiant. And this is Pencil and Ink Neil. Ninjak. Published piece. Those guys are really getting screwed up, man. I would not want to be those guys in the foreground.
They're getting badly boo-booed.
Yeah, like that looks very painful.
Definitely gonna have to take an Epsom salt bath, at the very least. Maybe light a candle.
I think he just took those sides and ran through. Definitely the guys in the foreground.
Yeah, they definitely chopped the shoulder muscles.
Yeah.
The guy on the right clear through the shoulder
Yuck.
with his katanas.
Yes. So this is 10,000 to buy. It is a published cover. I'll flip this around because I have a copy of the published cover. This, unfortunately, I don't have a comic book to send with it. And when Zia is done with the pan and skim, we'll show you the cover.
Don't you hide that you're doing blood on a cover. Make the whole thing red.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so that's what that's why it's more very square top, because it has the giant Ninjak logo on the top of it. Red and purple works for me easy.
Red and purple works for you too.
All right, so once again, this is Ninjak number 6 from April 24th of 2018. Why I have a date on that like that is weird. And it is 10,000 to buy. It is a published cover for Valiant. Ninjak number 6.
I was gonna say that date is oddly specific for us usually compared to what we usually do.
It's probably a date
We'll
that
get
I
something
had,
we're like, I don't know,
that
get
I-
it in the 80s
right,
at some point.
that I had when I handed it in or something that I put on the tag.
I just noticed Ninjak even cut through the other guy's katanas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting, Z. I want to check that out.
Yeah, that's
Gory cover.
See, the guy on the right blade is cut, and the guy on the left blade is cut.
Oh, I see. You are
Ah,
correct. That went right through.
Must be some really sharp freaking katanas there.
Can I start bid at 400 again? I wish. But they would shoot me. Okay, I'm going to go for hockey now because we are in hockey playoffs and we are heading into the Olympics.
Damn, what you got this hockey? Is there a tag on the back?
There is a tag on the back.
Okay.
It's no, wait. There isn't a tag on the back.
Okay.
We may not have done it today. I thought I left
No, we
it.
did. Here it is.
No, we did.
We did not, because I remember it.
Oh,
I got it.
All
I
right.
got it.
All right. So this is 18 by 13.
I've been talking to Diane too much lately.
18 by 13. This is 1800. This is a published piece that was published in a magazine. Unfortunately, I don't remember what magazine I did it for. Somehow like American Way comes into my mind every time I see this. I don't know if there was a magazine called American Way, but this was based for the Olympics. This is when Russia, when America beat Russia in the Olympics. Big moment. Woo-hoo. And since we're heading into the Olympics, and I think we're doing Summer Olympics, well, not Winter Olympics, and hockey is Winter Olympics.
What's the number on this?
Just act like you're looking at basketball instead of hockey. So the price on this is $1,800. This goes back to maybe 1980, 81, 82, somewhere in there. 83.
Not specifically dated like the Ninja.
No, it is the first job I ever went out and wrapped.
Oh.
Sam Green says 1980. Canada was sick that year. Well, why were you sick that year? Oh, because
he's using that as an excuse that they didn't win.
They didn't win.
I was only 10
This
years
is a
old.
really cool. This is my dad sent me out. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. He's like, Chris, just go out and pick up this job, price it, blah 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 blah. I'm like, all right. So I go over to an ad. First time I was ever in an ad agency, and I go. Well, maybe it wasn't the first time. Maybe it was the second or third time. But basically, the guy says, "How much do you want for it?" And I came up with like an amazing amount of money, which I don't even know. Like, where did I pick an expensive price from? Because no one even told me. I had no idea what Dad charged for it. And I come back and I think like, oh, I must have like really messed up. I didn't charge enough. And Dad's like, so how'd it go? And I was like, well, we got the job. And he's like, well, go over it with me. So I go over it with him. And then he finally says, like, what did you get? And I'm like, I don't know. I may have screwed up. And he's like, well, what did you get? And I gave him the price. And he was like, you got what? And I thought, like, oh, my God. I had, like, asked for a quarter.
Undershot.
Right. I got a quarter for the job. And he was like, no way did you get that. And I was like, yeah. And it was, like, one of the best paying jobs I continuity had. And it was my first time out the door. And this is the piece. So this is a tightly penciled piece. Like I said, it has been published. If I ever find my little original billing book, which got lost in the move, if I ever locate it, I'd be able to tell you because it's my first job in my little billing book.
Aww.
Which actually I never knew about Dad's little billing book. So when I showed him,
if it was 1980, you were 21.
Yeah. So when I pulled out my little billing book, Dad was like, oh, you have a little billing book just like me. But it is a great piece, and it is the American hockey team beating Russia. Our boys beat the men of Russia. Since they use professionals, this was back before we used professional hockey players to win Olympic gold. Anyway, Miracle on Ice, According to Phil, was 1980. I remember kind of being summer. So they must have won in the winter, obviously, and then they did this in the summer. Because I remember it was hot when I read this.
Mm.
And the only reason why I remember is because, like I said, it was my first time out the door. I had no idea what I was doing. Okay, 1800, and it is signed, and you can tell it's all. Look at Dad's signature. It's his little tight one when he used to do little tight signatures. Before a million Comic Cons and signing his name like 10 billion times. And it's got this really cute little tight pencil signature.
And very clean.
Very clean. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know how, if CGC is now scanning signatures to prove it is who it is, what do you do with an artist who goes from like in younger days, signatures are very tight to, later in life when you've signed a million things and you get a little sloppier about it. So anyway.
Yeah, I know I'm on my third signature now.
Or you have somebody who changes their signature. So that is 1800 to buy, and it is a large piece. It is 18 by 13. Sorry, 18 by 13.
In my defense on the third one, Chris browbeat me.
Have a good weekend, Andrea.
Told me that I have to sign my name in a way that it can be read.
That sister. What a bitch. Always pooping on my stuff.
Okay. Add a girl. Use your ink pencil. Or ink and color. There.
All right.
You know what I mean.
I actually pulled this out for Sam Green. Sam bought something tonight. Okay, so this is Harry from Harry Potter.
See, Sam Green says, I've seen that on Pawn Stars. The experts have a book of signatures from different years.
Ah, okay. There you go.
Perfect sentence.
Okay, so this is Harry Potter climbing invisible stairs for the licensing book of, I believe, we decided it was the third movie. I am not a Harry Potter person.
I think it was Prisoner of Azkaban.
Was that the third or second?
That's the third.
Okay, that sounds right. Third movie. So what we have here is Neil's pencil and ink for this licensing book. And then we have the color.
Yeah, well, see, the whole reason I had stopped writing my last name on my signature is because it's really hard to write Adams in cursive and have it look cool and not have it look like Dad's.
Yeah, Dad kind of like.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop resisting and just do it like that.
Well, it's interesting because even when the 4 times I have signed my name, I don't even sign Adams. I just
you just write Chris, right?
Yeah.
But apparently, I'm not allowed to do that because Dad and I had an argument about that.
And if you,
because he was like, "Why don't you put Adams?"
Well, I was gonna say, if you force me, it comes out looking like Dad.
Right.
So even I've fallen into that. Like, well, what do you do? Either Adams becomes this big circular mess if you do it in script. Because you got the A, the D.
I even did one of those. You know how you see on the internet, there's like people that actually do calligraphy.
Yeah, that's
that
pretty.
help you with a signature,
right,
to make it pretty. They came up with the same damn thing. So.
Oh well, we're screwed. Okay.
Dad just designed it right. What can I say?
This is $500 to buy. She declined this one. Oh, well, there you go. I guess she doesn't like Harry Potter. So it's a very nice Harry Potter piece. He's climbing invisible stairs. It was for the licensing book to the third movie. Again, pencil and ink. And color together, $500.
This is Harry under the Imperious Curse. Where he's being controlled like a puppet. He's not climbing stairs.
That's what Dad wrote on the back.
Because Dad never saw the blasted movie. So he doesn't know. Okay, Randy says my autograph signature is completely legible as opposed to my legal signature that looks like a scribble. And Joel says all you can make out in my signature is the J. So you could be any one of the Addams boys because there's 3 of you with the J.
All right, we have Harry Potter. New England's.
Wow, Sam, I didn't know your wife could say no to you because you're so tall, dark, and handsome.
Where's Sam now? Because I didn't get that.
Yeah, he said, I asked my daughter about this piece in the past. Oh, your daughter declined. I thought your wife
Right.
declined. Sorry.
No.
I take it back.
What is she reading over there? Okay. Next piece I'm going to do is the Fanta.
Fanta.
So, this may be my last one.
Oh boy. What's the number on this?
Okay, now this one is 3,000, which is a little higher than the one we sold because the one we sold had some patches on it. This one, only soda bottles are patched, so it is back at the 3,000 price. So this is for Fanta, which was done for a magazine. It's a double-page spread of a huge ad campaign that we worked on for Fanta. All of the double-page spreads that Neil did had Donald Duck, Mickey, and Goofy. This one is called Fanta Avalanche. Obviously, they are rock climbing or mountain climbing. And I think Donald takes a spin.
I love this one because it's the only one of the Fanta bunches where Donald is going whack.
Right. And my phone has frozen here. I can't see what we're doing. God damn it. There we go. So really cute pieces. Price on this, and see, it's got here 3,000. These are very large folding originals in front of me.
They're 13 by 19.
They are
at least.
13. And actually, they're 11/17.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Maybe the art
art.
border might be.
Yes, the art is 11/17.
Right, but the page is 13/19.
Yes, you are correct.
Thank you. I'm not crazy.
Well, they don't fit.
Well, okay.
They don't
I am
fit
crazy,
in
but
11/17
no,
plastics.
they don't.
Right. But the art is 11/17.
Yes.
It is on a 13 by 19 piece of paper, yes. But they're very nice. They're very clean. Inking on these. This is my last one. This is what I love.
I love this one too.
This is what
And
I would.
Dad liked working on what he referred to as big feet drawings.
Yes. So I can put this. So I can turn this. All the skin and panning away. Like I said, guys, I think this is my last one. I think we have sold now all of them that we did, which was probably, I think we did 5 different spreads. And this one has all its bottles in, so you don't have to put bottles in.
I don't.
So, nice. So, cute art by Neil, available for 3,000. So Sam says his daughter loves Harry Potter. She loves that store, the Flatiron Building. We were there a few months ago. Yeah, Zia J did the one on 34th Street.
Well, the thing on 34th Street was an interactive display.
Ah.
There wasn't a store. Not that you don't walk out of it and there's stuff to buy, because you gotta have that. But yeah, it was really cool. We were kind of hoping we could take our Universal Pictures wands that were interactive wands when you're at Universal,
And use them.
but although we brought them, it would not have done us any good.
Do you have Batman costumes on?
Very probably.
Okay. I was going to do Batman costumes.
Got it.
Okay. Batman costume design is, I don't know.
Looks like 11 by 14-ish.
11 by 14-ish is correct. You're very good at ishings, yeah.
Thank you.
So actually, it is 11 by
Well,
14.
you know what helps
Yes.
is your sleeve.
Okay. All right, 11 by 14-ish Batman. Now this is a Batman costume design piece by Neil, so that is reason why Batman's costuming seems a little like
Unusual. It's not like anything you've seen
unusual.
before.
So if you're a gutsy Neil Adams collector, this is actually a very cool piece to own. So this is Pencil and Ink by Neil. It is a costume design by Neil, kind of re-upping Batman. $3,500 is the price, and it is signed by Neil.
Yeah, Sam, and if you want a bottle of butterbeer, it's extravagantly overpriced. It's like
Really?
a $6 bottle of soda.
Sounds like
And
kid stuff.
And the stickers, the labels for the bottles are like really badly made.
Hey, Robert, how are you?
Hi,
Nice
Robert.
of you to join us tonight. So, Batman costume design is $3,500. Zia will do one more pen and scan of it.
Oh, will I?
Well, it's cool to look at because it's a design. Like, I like what Neil did with the leg pieces. Sigrid says we just got the glass. Super sweet.
Yeah, it's like cream soda butter flavored. Or root beer butter flavored. I can't remember which it was.
I have to be careful with root beer because some root beer gives me asthma. So there's got to be something in root beer that my body doesn't love. All right, Batman costume design, $3,500, pen and ink. Neil, it is a signed piece by Neil.
Jade still shoots me a look every now and then if I have a root beer.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Does that have stuff in it?" And I'm like, "No, honey, it doesn't have stuff in it. It's soda."
Beanie, where do we go next?
Home.
Let's go with Batman.
Okay. Sam said, "I will not buy it again." Kept the glass though.
Now you're in the untagged territory of life, Sam.
Oh boy. Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. It's my fault. I didn't make tags.
What am I looking at? This is actually what's interesting is I saw this is Neil's original pencil that then became a licensing piece for the Batman movie, but then he had to change it to fit the art.
Licensing.
The art noir that the Batman movie did. So this is actually where Batman and Robin are in more traditional look and garb. You got it?
Yeah, just trying to pull up.
Okay, so this is $2,800 to buy. Zia will be doing the pad and scan. Catch up with me in a minute here. It's a great piece. I love this piece. And it's got a really nice price. It is his pencil. And I like the fact that Batman's like yelling.
The only thing, he's got massive shoulders.
And he's like coming like towards us and he's mad.
If you've ever fallen on the floor and Dad's approached you and you're looking up from the floor, that's kind of what it looks like. Only
Would
not
you
in-
ever tell him why you know? And this is signed by Neil.
I know that because, all right, Dad always had him at the studio, and not this studio because we didn't need it up here. But when Dad could design his studios, so it's the second and third continuity studios.
Right.
Dad built a section at that pretty much like the center of the studio that was raised by 3 steps.
Right.
And he called it the bridge, and he had a drawing table there that he never sat at because you bashed your knees every time you sat at that table because there was a light box underneath. Anyway, so I had been coming down on the side of the bridge that was by the rec rooms, and I misstepped and I fell in such slow motion. It felt like it took 5 minutes to hit the ground. It was amazing, and so I landed, and obviously I must have made some noise because Dad came charging like a silverback gorilla down the hall. Now imagine being like floor level, looking at a silverback gorilla charging you. It's scary.
Or this Batman figure.
Or this Batman figure. And he was like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I think so." He's like, "Why aren't you up yet?" I said, "Well, I'm taking an assessment. I want to make sure I didn't do anything."
So this piece is $2,800 to buy. It is pencil, and it's a cool piece of art. Now I'm going to swap it out for this piece of art.
Because he must have been in the conference room at the time, because he came from that direction.
Now here's an inked one, which again, Batman and Robin are in more their traditional garb. Now this was before we realized that they were going for this Art Noir look in their licensing book. So a lot of stuff had to get changed. So this is the pre of that change. This is $3,000 to buy.
What was that?
And that was me making fun of me choking because I have no water. I reached the part of the evening.
Out of moisture in the throat, huh?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. $3,000 to buy. Pendant and Camille, Batman, and Rumpkin.
Okay, huh?
Signed by Neil. Really nice piece. I like the ropey action. I like Batman's cape. He's running in that kind of weird animation style. And I like the tall buildings in the background. And that you get kind of like the Chrysler Building eagle, but not really. So it's a very neat piece for $3,000.
I've discovered my bowls don't give me as much agita as the Chinese food. Which is surprising because it's tomato sauce
That
on my
Chinese
bowls.
food did not give me anything. All right, here we go. Round and here we go. All right, some people have asked to see this again, so I'm going to put it out there. This is our sci-fi cable comp that was done. That would be a billboard if the client liked it. It is $1,800 to buy. It is pencil, ink, and color. All Neil Adams. And I think this is signed by Neil, right? At the bottom?
Yes, bottom left.
Yeah. Bottom left is Neil's signature, so it is a signed piece. When Zia does the pan and scan, I would look out the window because it's kind of cool out the window where this guy is. And the little robot guy is kind of neat. I always say that he lit his cigarette off the laser beam coming out of the guy's head, the robot's head. A lot of texturing on that leather jacket. $1,800 for the camel comp. Again, like I said, pencil, ink, and color on this is all Neil. $1,800 to buy it. It kind of has a Dune feel, but it's Dune in wrong colors. Have you watched Dune?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
No.
Dune is like you grow up into it, I think.
I think I grew out of it. I like the original Doom better.
You like the first movie with Sting?
I mean,
This one is-
this may be more accurate to the book, maybe. I don't know. But
I never read the book, so I can't tell you if it's accurate.
I can't say that I love Timothée Chalamet
Mm.
because he just doesn't look like he could kick anybody's ass.
Well, he never kicks anybody's ass. It seems like everybody
No,
around
he
him.
fights.
No, I know, but it seems like also the people around him do more fighting than he does. You know what I didn't like in it that I really liked in the first movie was the worms. I thought the worms in the first movie were
cooler.
great,
Yeah.
and the worms in this movie were like, eh.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we looking at, Z?
Moon of the Wolf.
Yes, this is a drawing of Batman that is stylized like the Batman Moon of the Wolf artwork from the comic book. The reason why this piece was redrawn was we had done animation of Moon of the Wolf, and we needed to be able to move Batman or do something with Batman. So Neil had to draw this drawing for us in the style of Moon of the Wolf. This is Neil's pencil and ink. It is a signed piece, and it is $700 to buy. Oh,
I'm back
The
to one
sneeze-
sneeze a
one
show.
sneeze of the night.
One sneeze a show.
I am proud of you, Zay. One sneeze. So this is $700 to buy. It is based on the Moon of the Wolf.
I can't believe that because every other time I sneeze, there's always at least 2, probably 3.
I know.
And that's the number of sneezes that I do in a normal sneeze. But whenever we do the show, it's one sneeze.
There you go.
I'm so weird.
$700 for Moon of the Wolf Batman.
And I haven't sneezed all day.
Well, it is the evening.
I'm allergic to our show, but only one sneeze worth allergic.
Well, I wish I could say I was allergic to the show. Okay, next up is Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Wolverine. All right. Wolverine is a drawing that Neil did. It goes on the frame, the outside framework of a Wolverine card that we did for Marvel. This is the first drawing that Neil drew, which he decided he liked, and then redrew this drawing on a number of different frames. I don't know how many we did. This is $600 to buy. It is a really angry Wolverine by Neil Adams, pen and ink.
Got very serious canines top and bottom as well. The one sneeze wonder, that's right. I am one sneeze wonder. I am glad I am back down to just being the one sneeze wonder.
Yes,
Because poor Chris,
3 sneeze wonder.
poor Chris, we make phone calls for appointments with the allergist, and Chris was like, I just need her to stop sneezing all the time.
So this is a signed piece by Neil of Wolverine.
You know, my sneezing was like your shoes eating your socks.
No.
I have no control over it.
Okay. So that is our Wolverine. And I'm going to go up to the wall. And then I forgot.
Chris is hitting the wall.
We didn't even talk about the influx piece.
We didn't.
And they didn't even bring it up.
Because they're not paying attention.
All right. This is a fantastic piece of art.
I did not scan ban this one.
No, you didn't. Because it was up on the wall. But it's big enough and like easy to look at that you should be able to get it. And maybe we'll pan and scan it for next week.
Okay.
If we're still here next week.
Might be in, was it North Carolina?
Yes. So this is Wolverine. Now this was not used. This is a piece that Neil did, and I don't know why we didn't use it.
And it's so nice he signed it twice.
It's so nice he signed it twice, right? And then once again, look at it. It's like two different signatures on one piece. Both signatures are his, so I don't know. Anyway, this is pencil and ink, Neil. I'm really just showing this because I think it's a cool piece of art. This really came from our the X-Men, the first X-Men story we did, where we ended up doing bone claws for Wolverine, which is the reason why he has bone claws. But it's a very neat piece, and I like to share it. So I'm just sharing this one. You can buy it for $15,000, but I don't really want to sell it. But I will be good and put it out there. But it's a great Wolverine bone clawed. Can't answer for that, but nice piece that I like.
This monitor does something weird. Certain time it's been on,
Mm-hmm.
the screen goes dim, and I think I'm just crazy.
Want to do Superman?
I always want to.
You're right.
Yeah, like everything just went dark.
Do you think we're having like electrical issues since we refused?
Well, no, but this was doing it before that.
Well, I feel like we had to check out how we have things plugged into each other. All right, 8.5 by 11, Superman. This is pencil and ink. Neil color work on this is Zia. The transformation of Clark Kent into Superman. And the price on this is $2,600. Really nice Superman piece. What's my image option? $2,600 for Superman, 8.5 by 11. So since we're coming down to the close to the end of the show, is there anything that anybody wants to see that I did not show tonight? Not that I'm saying I have it next to me, but I might have it next to me. So is there anything that anybody wanted to see? Help the Joker up while we're waiting for answers here. So did anybody check out our Cindy Crawford, Ian Flux commercial that we posted up yesterday on Neil's site?
Frank wants to know, y'all still do the payment plan on the original art there? Y'all?
Brent has become Southern.
Well, he started with y'all, so.
Okay, now I get it. Brent, what we do still have the payment plan. The only difference is we're asking for a third down at this point. I don't know what time period you were buying, so it is a third down, and we are asking for people to make monthly payments of some kind and not to disappear for months because it's just not fair to us in a way. So it is the same payment plan where you can make a payment every month to us. You're in control of what that amount is every month. And then when it's paid in full, it ships out. So yes, Brent.
I said, wow, country translation.
So while Brent is answering, I have a $700 Joker head on the table. It is 8.5 by 11. It is a signed piece by Neil. But nobody watched our Cindy Crawford commercials yet.
Very disappointed.
Wow. We dug that up and everything to match the artwork, thinking that somebody would say, "What the hell is that?" And that's vintage, man.
That's proper vintage.
There was no question, like, why did you guys do that? What is that based on? Nothing.
Hello, Michael, on YouTube. Well, you can't see it.
Okay, so since we're closing in close to 9:30, which is usually about the time we wrap up our show, is there anything that anybody wants to see again? Is there anything that anybody wants to see that I didn't show that I might have next to me in my pile? Does anybody want to ask a question? That maybe we can answer.
I'll not try my New Yorker accent here. Can I see the bat moon again?
Yes, you can see the bat moon again for sure.
Yeah, I think that's right.
You just have to start with yo
Yo.
or bro. Okay. Batman. So this is the pen and ink Batman from Moon of the Wolf, which, like I said, this was for a motion comic sample that Continuity was working on with Neil. And that's the reason why he drew this drawing. But he stylistically had to match his comic book.
Yo, ladies, let me check out that Batman, please.
There you go, Brent. You got it.
Michael, this is original art, so we actually don't need permission from Marvel or DC to sell Neil's original drawings. And Brent is saying, I'll claim him, please.
Yay!
Thank you, Brent.
I made a lot of noise for that one today.
You did. I'm very happy to write this one down. How big a bomb have you got?
I got a big bomb. I just don't know if it
Big
works.
bomb.
Like, you may have to do it. Okay, so I will put Brent.
I'll be happy to do a big bomb.
Okay. 1, 10. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Brent. So, Brent, if you can just, when you have a chance, direct message us your, well, I know your name, but you can put your name on it, where I'm shipping to, and then an email so I can then send you a PayPal invoice. Which I don't know why we asked for that, because we texted, so
I think it's because you're telling everybody else just in case they might buy.
Maybe.
Bum, bum, bum.
You want to try this one? Did you back it up? Back up the cameras? Ooh, it did work.
I did not have my ears covered for that, and it's been a while.
Well, this is like one of our bigger bombs.
That really
No, it was
great.
really weird. It had dollar bills in it, but I mean, it wasn't like, it's not really a full one. Oh, there's some stuff in here. There it is.
Brent says, wow, nice one.
Here you go.
Yeah, my ears are ringing.
Yeah, it's our word. I forgot they wrote that one too, because we haven't done one of those.
I know, it's been a while.
It had clumped at the bottom because it's
I think-
actually been on the table for that long.
I think when we start up the
Yay.
big bombs again, we have to get ourselves
Ear
the
muffs.
ear muffs and just put them on. Okay, you're
I want to get the really big ones.
okay.
So
Oh, the bombs?
yeah, the big bombs.
Oh, those.
Those are fun.
They are.
All right. So is there anything else that I can get for anybody? Now that we're deaf from the bomb we just did.
What?
Bye. Does anybody want to see CGCs or prints? Because I didn't do those tonight.
Greg Harper says some really nice pieces tonight. Thank you for a great show.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
all the work. Have a wonderful weekend. And yes, I saw the commercial. It was great. More surprises, please.
Okay, so Phil wanted to know where the Miracle on Ice got published. So, Phil, somehow the word American Way comes into my head. I don't know if that's what it was. I know I had rep like an airline magazine. So for all I know, it was for like American Airlines maybe. But if I find my billing book, maybe when I finally unload my last like 4 to 5 boxes up here, let's see, I would then be able to tell you because I know it's
That'll happen when we move
it
to
should
North
be
Carolina.
in my billing book. But the first thing that comes into my head is like American Way, which may have been for American Airlines. And I also may be completely out of my mind. It may have been another job I rep. But that's what comes into my head. Which can't ever trust Chris's head. My dad will tell you that.
No, you actually have a very good recall of,
Yeah, I know.
of the important stuff. It's just the unimportant stuff. You're just like, "Whoa!"
So it's whether I think this is important or not.
Yes.
I see.
I'm the opposite.
Phil is thinking about my hockey job.
I remember all the unimportant stuff.
I just want you to know, Phil, if you get the hockey piece, I get visiting rights to it because I wasn't going to part with it because it was my first repping job. But Phil, you can buy my first repping job. I'll even write on the back Chris's first repping job. So, does anybody else need anything? Yay, nay, nay, yay.
Hello, Phil on Instagram.
All right, see, what do you think?
He says, let me look at it again.
You want to look at the miracle one? Okay. It's super cool.
Super cool.
It's super cool.
I will run the scan panel on there. I'm going to get it.
No, we gotta find it.
That's okay. I'm running the scan panel.
Oh, okay. Well, I just also want to point. Can I point something else out? Can I?
No.
Come on.
Fine.
Okay. I won't point something out. All right. Well, Z is doing the pan and scan of it, which makes it look perfect. Like Dad put 2 pieces of paper together to make this. Do you see that?
Yep.
All right, so Phil, darling, I just want you to know that, see this, I'm going to make my finger go over it, but this is one piece of paper. This is another piece of paper. So it's like 2 joined pieces. It's as if Neil didn't have a big enough piece of paper at the time that he drew this. So this is 2 pieces of paper that are put together.
Well, unless he drew it complete, decided he didn't like the
And then spread
USA guy, and split it and
it.
drew a
Spread
new
it.
one. I don't know.
Yeah, may have spread it. All right, Phil, you think about it. I will see if I can find my little blue book. I don't know if I took it home, so it may be at home. So I'll look at home this weekend, and maybe I'll, if I find it this weekend, I'll direct message you and tell you where it got printed. If it actually says that in my billing book, it was a weird agency. It was like Hill Holiday, I think was the agency for it. I don't even think they exist anymore. All right, so I guess since nobody else had any questions, I
You're
think
gonna call it a night.
the Bean and I are going to call it a night, and we will be back Wednesday. We might, I don't know, we may, if we come in on Sunday, we may do like a weirdo show in the middle of the day on Sunday. That's if it's raining. If it rains, we'll be here.
Yeah. Well, we're looking to hook some viewers from other time zones.
Yeah. So, anyway, everybody have a great weekend. Thanks again for watching us. I know everybody's busy doing summer family, all kinds of crazy stuff. And we will be on next Wednesday. And everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe. Say goodnight, Z.
Night, Z.
Good night, guys. See you
Bye.
next week. Thank you for buying from us. Bye bye.